Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about Google Ads for contractors. We'll go through the best setup, the things to avoid, and tracking your results to make sure whatever you're spending on Google Ads is profitable. So the best setup, typically it's going to be Google search when you're running Google Ads for contractors, the specific type where your ads show up on google.com, possibly the partners networks as well. So the reason Google search ads are the best campaign format for when you're a contractor running Google ads. You get to pick exactly which keywords you show for, and you can block out keywords you don't want to show for. So there's a lot of advantages to that over a lot of them. The local services ads, also called Google Guarantee, you don't have nearly as much control over your keywords. Those aren't necessarily bad, but there's not a lot to do if you're getting bad leads. I mean, you can kind of dispute them if they'll give it back, but if you're getting a lot of leads for job seekers or not in the right area or not quite the right service or just not good leads, you don't have nearly as much control. That's why I'm saying Google Search Ads is such an advantage, being able to control all the keywords and the bids and arrange them to match with the ads and test different landing pages. You don't have that level of control with any other campaign type inside of Google Ads for contractors. So you can, of course, pick the keywords that are the most obvious and have the highest volume. So, if it's kitchen remodeling near me or kitchen remodeling service, those are typically the most expensive, but they're where the best leads come from. You can get creative, test out some broad match instead of the typical phrase and exact match, and you can do kitchen remodeling ideas. If you have a larger budget and you can test something like that, or if it's kitchen remodeling cost or estimates, that's kind of middle of the funnel, not necessarily bottom of the funnel, because they're looking, how much does it cost to see if they even want to do it at all. Or that could be bottom of the funnel if they're trying to get some quotes, they want to know the exact cost. That one's a little tricky, whereas kitchen remodeling ideas or for a pool builder or a deck builder or decorative concrete, a lot of different services, they'll do a lot more research. So Google search can often be the first starting point, maybe even a display ad or YouTube if you have a bigger budget, but you can test different stages of the funnel with different keywords as well, even put them in different campaigns. And of course, the ads can highlight the benefits and speak to the very specific things. If you're looking for kitchen remodeling ideas or service or cost or quote, you can match whatever keyword they search to the ads a lot better with this campaign format, and also target your specific locations a lot more specific on that with zip codes or different cities or different areas. If you're in multiple cities, multiple states, you can split that up per campaigns or franchises, multi-location, different things like that. It's easier to separate it and make sure you're only targeting people searching in a specific location. And of course, you can track everything: how many phone calls came through, how many people requested a quote or booked an appointment or a demo or whatever it is for your specific type of business. So if you're finding this content useful, go ahead and like and subscribe to get more great content like this. Or if you decided you don't really want to learn how to do this yourself anymore, click on the description link below. We'll run everything for you. We'll even do a free audit, free consultation, so you can see exactly what we would do if we took over management of your account. That way you can focus on running your business rather than learning how to run ads all day. There's a lot of different options, whether you're more of a quick emergency repair same day, they're gonna Google it, they're gonna call someone. Or if you're like remodeling, for example, that's a much longer term, or pool builders or something like that, because they're gonna shop around for a while, and Google search gives you that flexibility to do all different types of industries or different stages of the buying cycle or customer journey. So things to avoid, you don't want to show up for keywords that just don't make any sense or aren't relevant. Or if you see it's getting a lot of clicks and no conversions, meaning no leads at all, you can block those keywords. So that's something you want to avoid, showing for the wrong keywords. You can also qualify people with ad copy. So you make sure if there's a certain limit you're looking for, or you only do a specific type of service. With pool builders, if you don't do pool cleaning, you want to make sure that's very clear that you're building the pool as far as what's in the ad and what's on the landing page itself, so you don't get people calling looking for pool maintenance, pool cleaning, things like that. So Also, blocking the wrong keywords. This is actually done by checking your search terms. So you want to avoid, not looking at search terms and not doing negative keywords. This is something you'll go in and do regularly based on what's getting leads for your contractor company. Also, select the target area correctly. Google will default to people in the location or interested in the location. You'll always switch off of that default to make sure it's only people located in that location, because people interested in your city, that doesn't really matter for a contractor running Google ads. That's more travel or hotels or something like that. It's really not relevant for contractors running ads. Also, just quickly wanted to mention things to avoid. So Google has suggestions that pop up throughout your account to boost your optimization score. You'll notice if you look closely, optimization score goes up if you raise your budget. It's really a worthless upsell metric. Same thing with Google reps. You notice when they contact you wanting to help you optimize your account, it sounds like they're calling from a giant call center, and they are. They have very little training. They all have their script. They say the exact same thing. Raise your budget, auto apply recommendations, get your optimization score up, spend more money, add more keywords. It's really in Google's best interest. You just spend a ton of money, not your best interest to spend the least amount of money and get the best results possible. So definitely ignore those. Nearly all of them are junk. Also, I want to say things to avoid. It depends on the type of contract you are. With Performance Max, this is the campaign type that has all campaign types in one. So it shows on Google search, it shows on YouTube, it shows on banner ads, it shows in Gmail. It shows pretty much everywhere. Same thing with Demand Gen. That's a similar version. It just blasted out to everywhere. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if you're shorter term, people don't shop around that much. You have a really short sales cycle when people call you and book you. These don't make any sense. Also, you want to make sure you're connected to your CRM, because Performance Max and Demand Gen, sometimes display ads or also called banner ads, these can bring in a lot of spam and junk leads. So you have to track them very closely, or if you're tracking your phone calls with call tracking software, like Call Tracking Metrics, for example, is what we use at our ad agency. You want to make sure you set it to a minimum call length, maybe 2 minutes or 5 minutes or something like that, before Google will count it as a conversion inside your account. That way it keeps these other campaign types in check. Make sure you don't get people that are just looking for a job, not looking to hire you. So speaking of tracking, you want to make sure you can do it with Google Ads, or you can do it with Google Analytics. We like Google Analytics. It tracks everything, even outside of Google Ads. So make sure all your forms are tracked. So when someone submits it, the contact form, the book an appointment, get a quote, make sure all those forms are tracked so you know that's all coming from Google and which keywords, which ads. And call tracking is critical, not the one built inside of Google. That one is very limited. You'd want to use something like Call Tracking Metrics, some third-party software. Just code goes on your website. It tracks the calls, it records them. You can block spam calls. You can listen to them to make sure they're not people seeking jobs, or where you did get a job from, what keyword did they search, put more money in that keyword. It's critical to have call tracking on there. Again, check your search terms constantly to make sure you're showing up and for the right things and your money's going to the right place. Connect to Google Analytics so you can see how long people spent on the site, which pages they went to, and then connect all that with CRM integration. That way you know not only how many leads are coming through, but how many of them are good qualified leads, and which leads turned into jobs, and even how much money was the job. So you can look all the way back to what's making the most money, where are the best leads coming from, and of course, where are the bad leads coming from, so you can block them. That's all. This tracking is critical. We implement this for all of our clients. Recommend if you're running it yourself, definitely implement all the tracking. Otherwise, you're really going in blind, and contractors running Google ads can really waste a lot of money without the tracking. You don't really know what's happening with all your clicks and what's profitable and what isn't. So I hope this video was helpful if you're a contractor wanting to run Google ads. If you want us to give you a free consultation and free account audit, just click on the link below. We can schedule that, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.